Hi everyone, I'm Carl with Abt, and in this video we're going to be comparing a couple different Yamaha receivers and going through the differences to help you figure out which one would suit your needs best. We've got the RXV485 and the RXV685. These are both great receivers that fall towards the middle of Yamaha's receiver lineup and both have a lot in common, but there's some differences that may come into play when you're deciding which is the right fit for your system. And if you want to see prices on these or place an order at any point in the video, you can just click on the links in the description to see our current promotions. Now, looks-wise, you'd have a hard time telling them apart. Controls on the front make selecting the inputs and controlling the volume really easy, but if you look closely, you'll notice on the 685 you have a zone control button and a zone 2 button. Now, that can be a big deal if you're trying to power a second set of speakers while also using surround sound. The 685 will work as a 7.2 channel system, but that second zone allows you to send a separate signal to another pair of speakers in a different room. Keep in mind though, doing this will turn your 7-channel system into a 5-channel while that alternate pair is powered. But it's great if you're watching a movie in one room and someone in another room wants to listen to music or just listen to something different. And while we're on the topic of surround sound, these both support Dolby True HD, Digital Plus, and DTS HD Master Audio, but the 685 also supports Atmos, Dolby Surround, and DTS-X. So if you're setting up an Atmos system or even thinking it might be an option for you in the future, the 685 is going to be the way to go between the two. They'll both play back the same file formats for audio, but there's too many to list in the video, so I'll put them all in the description so you can see what they all are. And what makes all these audio formats sound so good? Both receivers have 384 kHz 32-bit Burr Brown DACs. The 685 has 4 and the 485 has 3. Now, the amp on the 685 is a bit more powerful too, but it's not so much that you'll hear a huge difference there. Now, as far as extra features go, these each have a lot to offer. They've both got Yamaha's MusicCast system built in, which makes them easy to control from your smartphone or tablet, and it also gives you the opportunity to use a pair of MusicCast 20s or 50s to create a wireless rear pair of speakers for a surround setup. They both have AirPlay, so they'll integrate well with Apple products, and they've each got Bluetooth in and out, so you can send a wireless signal to the receiver, and the receiver can send a signal back out to a pair of, say, Bluetooth headphones. So if you've got your cable box hooked up to the receiver and you want to watch a show without disturbing anyone, the receiver can actually send the audio from the receiver to a pair of Bluetooth-enabled headphones. It's a great option if your TV doesn't have Bluetooth built in. Now, if you've got a turntable to hook up though, only the 685 is going to come with a dedicated phono input, which makes the process a lot easier. Another area where you'll have a difference is video upscaling. Both will pass through 4K 60p signal, and both will take a 1080p HDMI input and upconvert it to 4K, but only the 685 can take an analog input and send it through HDMI to your TV. You can input an analog video signal into the 485 here, but it'll only output the signal through an analog cable, which means your TV has to have an analog input, which not all TVs do. But you'll be happy to know that both are Dolby Vision, HDR10, HLG, and BT 2020 compatible, and both of them will eventually have HDMI eARC through a firmware update according to Yamaha. And speaking of HDMI, the 685 here has 5 in and 2 out if you're going to try and run a second monitor off the receiver. Additionally, the 685 has 2 optical ins, 2 coaxial audio ins, 4 analog audio inputs, a composite video input, and a 2.2 channel pre-out. The 485 has 4 HDMI ins with just 1 out, 1 optical input, 2 digital coaxial ins, 4 analog audio inputs, 3 composite video inputs with 1 out, and a subwoofer pre-out. So obviously the better of the two is the 685, but that's not the one everyone might need. So if you're just looking for a simple setup and you aren't planning on going Atmos at any point, the 485 is a very competent receiver. But if you like the idea of outputting analog video through an HDMI, or you're going to use Atmos, or you just want an easy way to hook up a turntable, the 685 is going to be the better choice of the two. So which one works best for you? Make sure you let us know in the comments section. As always, we appreciate you checking out our video, and don't forget to subscribe so you get updates whenever we upload new content.